Welcome everyone. Today, let's explore the story of Achilles, the greatest warrior in Greek mythology, a hero whose bravery, pride, and tragic fate made him unforgettable in world literature. Basic introduction. Achilles was the son of Peleus, the king of the Myrmidons, and Thetis, a sea goddess. He appears in Homer's Iliad, one of the oldest and most important Greek epics. Other sources, like Ovid's Metamorphoses and the Odyssey, also talk about him. His symbols are the shield, spear, and most famously, his heel, which became known as the symbol of human weakness. Mythological background. At his birth, a prophecy said Achilles had two choices: he could live a long, quiet life, or die young but be remembered forever. Achilles chose glory over life, which shows the Greek heroic ideal, kleos, or eternal fame. To protect him, his mother Thetis dipped him in the river Styx, but she held him by the heel. That spot remained unprotected. This is where the phrase, Achilles' heel, comes from. It means our one weakness. Role in the Trojan War. The Iliad. Achilles was the leader of the Myrmidons and the strongest warrior on the Greek side. The entire Iliad centers around his rage, known as Menes. When King Agamemnon took away Achilles' war prize, Briseis, Achilles became angry and refused to fight. His withdrawal caused great loss for the Greeks. Later, when his dear friend Patroclus was killed by Hector, Achilles was filled with grief and revenge. He returned to battle, killed Hector, and in his fury, dragged Hector's body around Troy's walls. But when Hector's father Priam begged for the body, Achilles showed compassion and returned it, proving that even the greatest hero has a human heart. Death of Achilles. The Iliad ends with Hector's funeral, not Achilles' death. Later epics tell us that Paris, guided by Apollo, shot an arrow that struck Achilles in his heel, the only place where he was vulnerable. After his death, his ashes were mixed with those of Patroclus, symbolizing their deep bond of friendship and love. Themes and symbolism. Greater than Achilles represents many deep ideas: the struggle between glory and life, the destructive power of anger, and the human fight against fate. His journey moves from rage to compassion, showing both the power and limits of heroism. His heel reminds us that even the strongest heroes have weaknesses, a symbol of human vulnerability. Major literary interpretations. Different writers and critics interpret Achilles in unique ways. Aristotle saw him as a tragic hero with a fatal flaw, his anger. Alexander Pope, in his translation, celebrated Achilles as the perfect epic hero. Modern thinkers view him as a man torn between duty and desire. Feminist critics focus on his mother Thetis, showing the limits of a mother's power in a male-dominated world. Achilles in later literature and art. Achilles' story inspired countless works. In Virgil's Aeneid, he's a symbol of uncontrolled wrath. Ovid describes his death and the contest for his armor. Shakespeare, in Troilus and Cressida, presents him as proud and lazy. In modern times, Madeline Miller's The Song of Achilles retells his story through Patroclus' eyes, showing a softer, emotional side of the hero. Even today, we use the term Achilles' heel to describe our weakness. Important quotes. Let's recall some famous lines. Sing, O goddess, the anger of Achilles, son of Peleus. This is how the Iliad begins. Achilles once said, "Short is my life, but long shall be my fame," showing his choice of glory. And the line, "Even the gods envy men their mortality," reminds us that our short lives make our achievements meaningful. UGC NET Exam Pointers. To sum up, remember these key points for UGC NET. The Iliad is the main source. The central theme is the wrath of Achilles. His close friend is Patroclus, and his enemy hero is Hector. His death comes from Paris' arrow to the heel. The moral is simple: even divine heroes cannot escape fate. Achilles stands as the symbol of courage, pride, and the tragic limits of human greatness.